Hello, beautiful people. My name is Paula. Thanks for coming to my channel. How can a woman go from, the American dream is off. That's why it's called the American dream, because you can come from anywhere and make it in the United States. But how can Doria, a woman with very little education to none, who was working as an assistant makeup artist, as an assistant to the makeup artist in a set of whatever soap opera, met Mr. Markle, married him, divorced him 2 years after she just popped the child and secured alimony and child support, dump her kid, disappear for about 7 years, come back, be evicted in 1997 because there's a court case against her for eviction for not paying her rent. Then she goes, lives with her father. Her father dies under very mysterious circumstances. Then she decides to get some form of education. But it seems but unlike what people say, she was not a licensed medical health therapist or mental health therapist. She was not. She was working her way to that. And the license was canceled. So how can this woman with zero little means suddenly have over $70 million in the bank? First, we know that it happened with the $9 million. But now with that, cash only senior loving care, senior management, healthcare things, it is unbelievable because it's only cash. And this is what we're going to explore right now. Now, I apologize because if you're going to see me doing this, because I am reading this, okay? Because I had to take a lot of notes when I did this. So let's get into this, okay? Doria's company is called Loving Kindness Senior Care Management, Inc., LKSCM. Very pompous, if you ask me. And it's a company that seems to exist only on paper. I reached out because there's an email address that you can reach out, you respond to them, and they ask you immediately. And she immediately replied from her cell phone, from her Apple iPhone, to give her my zip code because she needed to determine the area. I sent her the zip code and I put in a very posh one, and I never heard back from her again. LKSCM, which is, we're going to refer to it like that. Those are the initials of the pompous cash only grift business. Also has a website, but the website consists only of one page. And if you try to schedule the appointment like I did, if you request more info, they immediately refer you to, send me your zip code before they give you any information. They don't give you any information at all. So if you want to schedule an appointment, a consultation, or register your loved elderly one, you will most likely be told that they're not accepting any new clients. That's how full they are. That is how full they are. They are completely crowded because apparently it's only Doria doing all the work. Apparently Doria is the one that goes to your home. She does an assessment, but so far nobody, because a bunch of people, I have a lot of friends of mine to send them requests, through their website. And so far they have all gotten the same answer. Send me your zip code. That's all they're told. Send me your zip code. Okay. And probably because, to me, that sends a huge red flag. Is that like a ghost company? Okay. The company is just on paper. Okay. And the business address is in Wilshire Boulevard and is registered to Genoa. Let me see the name. Richard Genoa. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Rick Genoa. And his law firm Stone. Okay. It's Melkinson Binder and Christopher LLP. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name. Okay. Of which he's a named partner. Okay. Now this Rick Genoa is on LKSCM's documents. on the California Secretary of State's website as agent for service of process. I mean, just to keep things into perspective, Rick Geno is Meghan Markle's shady attorney, the one that's been with her forever. Okay. He attended their wedding. Okay. And also this guy named Andrew Meyer, who's a business manager, and they both attended the wedding. And Meyer was the agent service for the process of Meghan Markle's Fram company documents. So you know. Oh, now this is another thing that you should know. I'm just going through my notes here, guy, because I had to write everything down. Doria's company, LKSCM, is not a registered with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, USPTO. Okay, was actually that should be the first thing you do when you register a business, especially when you're talking about senior care. You know, because this is the things that she claims that she offers are quite serious, guys. And this is from a woman whose father died tripping over a dog leash, wink, wink. And after the autopsy, and I want people to keep repeating this. After when the autopsy results came out, the wounds or the injuries that the gentleman suffered did not match the description of what Doria said happened, because she was the only witness. Okay. So that would be the first thing you do. You register your business with the U.S. Patents Office, which she's not doing it. You know, so let me just go through this, because it's very important for us to know that this is actually quite shady. Okay. And the problem that she has is that there is also a business called Loving Kindness Healthcare System, LLC, LKHS. Okay. With that, which has an application for a USPTO application serial number 76-703,512. Okay. Because they have that patent. They have that patent since 2010. So I wonder if that is why Doria would not want to register her company with the U.S. Patents Office, because there's already this business. And from what I understand, the gentleman from Loving Kindness tried to sue Doria for that. You know, just like the Archwell, the guy in the Philippines. And this is why Meghan couldn't trademark Archwell, because she wanted to be a global name. And the guy in the Philippines, I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, he had his nail salon, or he was a beautician, was already with the name Archwell and had been trading like that years before Meghan Markle did. Okay. So this is why I probably think that Doria would not want to trademark her company, because there's already somebody that's using a very similar name, and it would be refuted. Okay. Now, in 2020, this other company, Loving Kindness Healthcare System, was granted a 10-year renewal by the U.S. Patent Office in the United States. And it doesn't show that anybody opposed it, because, I mean, this is a really, really shady company, guys. This is a really shady company. This company only exists on paper. This company doesn't have any services. And what is worse is that this company offers, if you are to be lucky enough to get Doria to come to your door, she offers legal services, most likely offered by Meghan Markle's attorney, of power of attorney over that elderly people can grant Doria, or, you know, Loving Management senior care system, or whatever you want to call it. But let's just for saving time for Doria. So Doria would be granted a full-on power of attorney by these elderly people to manage their finances and all of their belongings. She offers to palliative care, you know, like kind of hospice care. And this woman would most likely be alone with these elderly people. This is the very same woman whose father, I repeat, died under very mysterious circumstances. And if you noticed, Doria has gone AWOL, but she really hasn't gone AWOL. From what I understand, that company of hers is now worth almost $17 million. This woman went from being bankrupt in 2016, 17 to having $9 million, be worth about $9 million. This is a woman who was making beaded bracelets to sell in college. This is a woman who had absolutely nothing to her name until Meghan Markle met that idiot prince. And suddenly, Doria's net worth increased from zero without doing any work, no investments, because she had no money to invest, to $9 million. And now that for cash only business is worth almost $17 million. And this shady business is only worth of it, is only on paper. And there is one page on the website. That's it. You try to schedule, I think people should report this business, because you try to schedule a meeting. Oh, what's your zip code? And she responds because it says respond from iPhone. How can this woman be worth now at almost 17? Because if it's for cash only, that means that they don't report taxes. And there, of course, that business, Doria, registered in Delaware with Rick Genow, who's the very shady little lawyer from Meghan Markle's. If you ask me, but and I'm sure you are asking me, I believe that Doria swindled that. I believe that Doria is scamming people. I believe that Doria is scamming the elderly, because just like her daughter, they prey on the weak, on the frail, on the vulnerable, just like Meghan Markle preying on children, dead or alive. Or Doria preying on the elderly, people who can't defend themselves, people who are most likely alone. And she uses her daughter's use of royal title to give herself credibility, to give herself panache. Oh, my daughter is the Duchess of Sussex, so I must be legit, because my daughter is a royal from the British royal family. Because now apparently Meghan thinks she's a British royal, which is not. But this is absolutely incredible that this woman, and nobody, I mean, this is why Doria is keeping under the radar, because nobody's paying attention to what she's saying or doing. Nobody. Have you noticed how, I mean, Doria, guys, is dangerous. Doria Ragland is a dangerous to my thug, because she's quiet about it. She's quiet about it. She's making her millions. And people should start asking about it, report that business to the IRS. I mean, all kinds of things, because things are shady. Doria is quiet because she quietly goes with her dreadlocks, her smelly, her vajayjay. She's going around quiet using the black card. And, black royal card. My daughter is Meghan. She's seen as the good girl. Meghan is the evil one. And that's her lovely. I even have her, Shalon Lester, say that she loves Doria. Shalon. Do your investigation. Don't be blinded by skin color and dreadlocks. Because it's my understanding, and I believe that Doria is the worst kind of thug, just like her daughter. Except that Doria is smarter, because Meghan is more public or more desperate. Doria is quietly putting the millions away. This woman is using all of the cachet of having her daughter be part of the royal family, have her daughter be trash, because Doria will sell her Meghan in a heartbeat. So she's enjoying the high life. Oh, she's Meghan Markle's mom. Poor woman. It's not her fault that her daughter's like that. People don't know she's the one teaching her all the tricks, except that Meghan hasn't learned them. Doria went on Netflix. Oh, it's my turn to speak now. Yeah, because she got paid a lot of money to speak now, and lied, because she said that she raised Meghan with strong black women. Doria, you were in jail, woman. Those are my thoughts and opinions. So please leave me your comments, because how can this woman be worth so much right now financially? Not as a human being. As a human being, she's worth nothing. But how can her net worth be included? And people please do report that business. That is a shady business. And also, if you want, you can put a very posh zip code, put a very posh zip code, and you'll see that you'll get the same response. And do let me know in the comments. Again, thanks very much, beautiful people.